All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nerdy Volume Podcast, y'all. And today we're going to be talking about Fallout Season 2. So sit back, relax, and turn it to 11.
All right, wow, I'm starting it off, everybody. We're changing it up in 2026. What's up? Welcome back. I actually never started an episode, so this is kind of weird. I don't know what to say, but today we're talking about, as he said earlier, Fallout Season 2. Yes, it came back. And yes, we're still trying to figure out what's happening. But,
yes, we learned a lot.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about episode 1 and 2 for the most part.
Yes.
So, and then we'll carry on from there. But we leave off after what happened in season 1, where we find out that I forgot her name. What's her name? Lucy. Lucy's dad is actually a bad man.
Very bad.
It works for
Hank McQueen.
Yeah, Hank McQueen is actually a bad man who has been doing bad things for a very long time. And now Lucy and the ghoul are trying to catch him, or trying to find him.
Yes.
Right?
And for some apparent reason, Maximus thinks that Lucy left him, but Lucy thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
He wasn't, and she didn't.
And yeah, so just so you guys know, also, if you guys aren't up to at least to the first or second episode of Fallout Season 2, please stop, watch it, and come back. Okay?
Or don't, if you want to get spoiled. If you're one of those weird people.
Yeah, you like being
my
spoiled,
wife.
Huh? Okay, stop looking at. Yeah, it's like I see you watching.
So, man, this is. I was actually telling my wife about this specific show. Actually, there's other shows like this, but it's one of those shows for me that I don't want to watch, but once it gets started,
I can't stop.
I want to finish it.
Yeah.
I think it's. I mentioned this before. I have a problem with shows where the main character or the characters are causing their own demise, and they just it's just a domino effect of bad things happening, and then it's kind of frustrating. That's why, what was the TV show? Beef.
Yeah.
I hated that show. It was because of they just constantly are the ones feeding back into their own negative outcomes, and I'm just like, bro, you're the reason, but you can't see it. And so this show kind of has a similar situation, but I think it kind of takes it in more of a lighthearted way. So that's why I can kind of handle it, but. Every time we watch a new episode, I'm just like, oh, I really don't want to watch this. And then I watch it and I'm entertained. I like it going through it, but just the initial thought of what crap are they going to get themselves into, and how are they going to screw themselves is like the thing that prevents me from wanting to watch it. But I mean, what about you? Were you excited when season 2 came out?
I was excited to see that it was out. More so, I don't know if I was excited that the series was back, but I was excited that I was going to watch it, which is kind of weird to put in perspective, but it was just because I get to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Huh? And I do think that I never played the game, so you know what I mean? I do have Fallout 76, or is it 77? I forget. And then I have Fallout Vegas too.
You mean 67?
60? I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's one of the two, right? No. And going into the second season, I forgot what this I forgot how graphic this show was, and I literally got like a taste of it in the first half when you meet the guys at the bar that want to fight this dude that agrees with whatever the guy that's talking about war on TV is talking about, and they was gonna fight. He's like, what trade are you in? He's like, construction. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he starts fighting his friends with a bat. It's a kind of like a normal fight scene.
Oh, with the mind control?
And then the guy puts a mind control. Yeah. He puts a mind control thing in, and that's why he beats up his friends. And then all of a sudden he doesn't have complete control. And then what happens? It explodes.
Blowing up his head.
Blowing up the head. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's right. This is a very graphic series. And then, of course, then it cuts into real time, which is, I guess, the current time. And then you have Ghoul trapped. And then you have Lucy in the dinosaur mouth, you know, telling him like, hey, guys, like, I'm on his team, yes, but we could talk about it. And then he's like, no. The guy's like, no. And then, of course, she shoots the rope, and then everybody's dying, and she's shooting everybody in the butt, in the leg, you know, just being nice in the shoulder, you know, nothing fatal. She's very kind. But you see the ghoul, like, pop, head right between the eyes. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, insane.
He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He does not care about people's lives, right?
Nah.
Yeah, no. I actually, their dynamic is probably my favorite. I look forward to them more than anything else because I want to see we keep calling him the ghoul, which is what he is. He's a ghoul, right? But I think what is his name though? Or do they just call him the ghoul?
He's no, Howard is his last name.
Yeah. But they call him the ghoul in afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of want to see him have his humanity come back a little bit.
Oh yeah,
you know, because he's just so far gone.
Cooper.
Howard. Cooper. Yeah.
Sorry.
And so because you see him in the past, right, and you see how he was, and he actually tried really hard to prevent the nuclear explosions that occurred, you know, destroying the world in the process.
Yeah.
Is it the whole world that gets destroyed, or is it just the United States?
I think the world.
It's the whole world, right? I would imagine it's the whole world because
I think it's America.
Even though the explosion happens in the United States, radiation would spread all over the world.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's a word for it.
Radioactive?
Radioactive ash. Is it the ash? Something like that.
Yeah, like Chernobyl.
Yeah. Stuff like that. But they like blew up like a crap load of.
Yeah, it was in California, right?
Crazy people.
Sandy City or something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I enjoyed their interaction more. Although I will say Lucy kind of gets on my nerves. I'm like, girl, I understand you're not a bad person, and you're like you want to see the best in people, but you gotta pick and choose who are really good people, who are really good people, because some people are just bad, and your only choice is to kill them, right?
And you know, there's another thing too that happened in the series, aside from the graphic, right? Is the food choices. There was a flea soup.
Oh, the flea soup
and the woman just freaking scratches her hair up in the boiling water, and then she's like, "Here you go." And there's some crackers if you want. I was just like, man, that is insane to think about. But I mean, like, you know, that's the world they're living in. And bottle caps are cash, is cash, right? So then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That's so true.
And I was just like, I have forgot. Man, did I forget about this whole film or this whole series? Yeah,
no. You know? Talking about the bottle caps, what's that guy's name? The guy that was with Maximus, who was kind of a jerk, but then he becomes a ghoul as well. But he was like in charge of all those kids making bottle caps removing the bottle caps off of the sodas.
Yeah, he's a part of the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I just don't remember his name.
But I was sitting there watching that part, and I'm like, so are you causing like inflation? Like, are these counterfeit bottle caps, or are they legit? Like, can anybody just make them? Did he just find some place to do them all?
I don't know how he's making them. And you know, it's funny. He wasn't even introduced in the first 2 episodes. In the first 2 episodes, he was only in the flashback.
No. He was because in the first episode, you see him with all the little kids, and he's
at the end, right?
Somewhere in the middle, I think. He's like, and like half of the kids are ghouls, and some of them are like regular kids. And he's like, what do we always say? Most of the kids our age right now would be dead.
Yeah,
right. So, that was in a flashback. That was happening present time. And then in the second,
I thought that was at the end.
No, and then in the second episode, Maximus and what is the Indian guy's name? I think he's Indian.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about the one the liaison.
He's freaking jacked.
Rajat Suresh.
Yeah.
His name is Clark in the film.
Yeah. They go out and they not invade. They what is the word I'm thinking about right now, people? When police.
Oh no, Rajat Suresh is not the guy. That guy he's the one in the he's in the 33 vault or 34 vault with the sun.
Oh no, yeah, no. I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. He was one of the he was one of the Eternals.
Yeah. But they go to the bottle cap place, and that's where they meet. They see the guy again, the one who worked with Maximus.
Yeah.
And then Maximus kills him because he was about to kill all the kids, all the ghoul kids.
Oh, was that in the second episode?
I'm pretty sure it did. And if
it wasn't,
then I just told you what happened in episode 3. But I thought that happened in episode.
No.
Oh wait, episode 2 where he's introduced. Maybe episode 2 is where he's
introduced.
So we're talking about episode 1, 2, and part of 3. Look,
that's why
they start blending in together for me.
I didn't know you watched past 3. I should have done that too.
No. I mean, I think I haven't watched the most recent episode.
You watched episode 6 then?
No, I think that's the one I haven't watched.
So you're episode 5. I see how it is.
Yeah.
See how it is.
I started watching it when it came out.
Wow.
Oh, great. So now you're going to have to tell me what parts, because I don't know which parts are in episode 3 and 4.
So the last part I'm at is where the guy from the Eternals, that actor, he just showed up as the liaison for the Commonwealth. And that's where Maximus just killed that bald dude that wanted to fight.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's smash. I was like, okay. And then I was like, what for? I don't know what's going on. He's like, you took down so-and-so. And then so anyway, he's like, I'll get my armor. He's like, no, barehanded. And I was just like, can Maximus fight? I don't remember if he could scrap. Because I'm pretty sure he was weaker than most. But then again, I was like, there was no indication that he was actually weaker than most. Because most of the guys that didn't really give him much of a chance were in the knight armor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it was refreshing to see. But that is the last scene, is the scene where he's fighting and the liaison from the Commonwealth comes in. So that is the end of season 2.
Yeah, no, I think in season 1, because he started
episode 2. Sorry.
Yeah, in season 1, Maximus starts as a squire, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think as he traveled with Lucy, he just got better and better. He just got more capable. And then, well, we don't really know how much time has passed from the end of season 1 to the beginning of season 2. Like, it could have been a couple months or something,
Yeah, they're on foot to Vegas.
And so we could argue that Maximus has trained a lot since then. Yeah. And so he's a lot stronger. But Maximus right now, he's kind of annoying me. It's just like his broodiness. He's like, blah, blah,
dude,
blah.
I hated him in the first season. I was just like, bro, you suck. I was like, not as the actor was fantastic. I'm talking about the character.
Okay?
Yeah. I was like, let's not get it twisted, all right? Because I was just like, man, Maximus twisted. Sucks, dude. I was just like, you're so blah. But then, I think he started getting better, going throughout in the first season. But then there was, I think it was episode 5 or 6 where they go into that one. I think it was I forget what vault they went into, but it was like a hippie vault. Like everybody was naked or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then he got used to that comfort because he's never had that kind of comfort before in the vault. And that's where Lucy's like, no, this is not a good vault. We got to get out of here.
These people are cultish,
and they eat each other or something like that. I forget what it is.
Yeah, they were doing some weird stuff in there.
Yeah. So that's where I was just like, well, of course he's gonna, succumb to that whatever is going on in that vault. And yeah, no, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying because like right now I was like, oh, Maximus is being Maximus, annoying.
Yeah.
And then you got his friend, right? The one that like it purposely got hurt. Remember? It's because the friend was supposed to go to with the knight first.
Yeah. And then that person is all concerned for Maximus because
all of a sudden, right? I'm just like, stop.
Yeah, I don't know, Maximus, and I'm just there's something about the Brotherhood. I'm just like, bruh, I don't know if I can trust the elders or not trust the elders because I think they're doing it wrong, and there's like more behind it. Obviously, there is. Like, I think that's kind of my issue with this show. And granted, the game is probably very much the same, but it's just I mean, the world, I guess, is the same, but sometimes you want to watch a movie or a show for the sake of that it's different from reality. But it's like there's so much corruption happening, and all these people are all looking for their own benefit, and you're like, oh man, like. And so all these bad things happen, and it kind of bothers me. Call me naive, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the Brotherhood. I can't trust them as much as I can throw one of the knights, and I can't throw one of the knights because I'm pretty sure those suits are like 1,000 pounds, and I can't. I don't even think I can lift.
It's pretty like beefy. 50. Yeah. And like in this series, I see more zombie-like character or zombie-like enemies. And there's also scorpion enemies.
Oh, the giant scorpion.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, I was just like, yo, that's New World right there. That's New World in a brimstone stance. I was like, whoa, those are huge. And what was the funniest thing about the big scorpion, the one that came out from the back room, was it ate one of the little ones. I was just like, I like how the little ones just like scurry around it like normal. And then he's like, yep, no, let me eat my kin.
My baby.
And I was just like, I guess this is their cannibalism side of, a post-apocalyptic time frame or whatever.
Well, I think scorpions might eat other scorpions. I'm
Good point.
I'm
you
pretty
might,
sure.
you may be right if you don't already know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure scorpions eat other scorpions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And Ghoul, like tearing it up by just like killing
he's my favorite
everybody.
character.
Dude, he's funny,
he is
bro.
Truly my favorite. Him and the dog. The dog just sits with him all the time, and I'm just like, yo,
Dog Meat. That's his name, right?
Is it?
Yeah, because like I was watching the subtitles because sometimes I can't hear them talk, so I have subtitles on, and it said Dog Meat running. I was like, Dog Meat. I was like, who's that? I was like, oh, it's the dog.
Yeah, no, the Ghoul is definitely my favorite character. I like I said, I'm hoping his character will find his humanity as the show goes on, because he's around Lucy, and hopefully Lucy. I want Lucy to get a little darker. She needs to stop being so optimistic about everything, and like kind of come to. Yeah. I don't want her to be a pessimist. Like keep her optimism still there, but like come to a reality. You want her to get
tough skin. Yeah.
Realize that people are trying to kill you.
She needs that. She needed a life, more life into her, life and some sunlight.
Yeah, for real. On the other hand, is her brother. I don't know I know the actor's name is Moses or Moses.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the character's name is. He's stuck in
Young McLean.
Yeah, Son McQueen. Is it McLean or McQueen?
McLean.
Oh, McLean.
Yeah.
Yeah, his character, he just woke up all of those people in cryostasis, and they're like, are we here? Was it Reformation?
Yeah, Reformation. Yeah, or no,
Reformation Day.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know the term. I didn't write it down.
I think it was reprobation.
His name is Norm.
Norm, yeah.
Norm McLean.
I like what's happening over there too. With him waking all the people up. Now he's in charge of them all.
Yeah, smart.
And he's like, we got to get up that thing. And they're all just trying to climb up there.
Yeah. This is why I want to kind of play the game.
Oh, they got out.
Yeah, they got out in the second. Yeah.
And now they're out in the real world.
They're out in the real world. And he's like, it's beautiful.
You know how many of them are going to die?
Oh, a lot of them are. A lot, especially since like they're not going into the vault where there's real food in there. You know what I'm saying? They're out in the wild. Yeah. And what's funny is that Norm doesn't care. And they're all following him. He's like, you're supposed to be my staff. You're going to help me out of here. I was just like, I mean, if he wasn't like a normal person, that's a villain setup right there. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And, he's played villains before in other films. So like, it's a high possibility that him and Lucy may not be on the same side. And he may not be on his father's side. We don't know yet. We don't know. However, he just got out of the vault, but he was in a different vault. He wasn't in the vault that he...
No, he was in
vault 33 or 34? No.
So it's 31, 32, and 33.
Oh.
Right? And they're originally from vault 32. 33?
Yeah, they're in 33.
Then he was in 32.
Oh, 32.
Because I think 31 is the commanding post.
Oh, yeah, that's where the
32
eye patch girl is, right?
32 is commanding post. 31 was the one where eye patch girl is at.
Okay, yeah.
I feel for the guy who's with the eye patch girl.
The babysitter.
The babysitter, because he's not even the baby daddy.
Yeah.
He's just the babysitter.
I was like, what is he there for again? I was like, who's the dad? Who was the dad? He died though, right? He died when the people, oh dude. Every time I think about the time where 31 and 33 got together or whatever to do that, you know, like, oh yeah, you're gonna marry, yeah, and then like how excited Lucy's character was when she saw the guy. She's like, oh my god, she's like, yes, you know, and then it turns out that he's just a bad dude, and she's a freaking gangster. You remember? Because I forgot that she's actually very talented. Yeah, she could fight. She's very smart, and very studied, well studied, and she's kind. I guess that's the other thing. Oh, she can cook too, but like, see all these things, all these little things that I forget. Because, you know, like, maybe I should have watched the whole thing again. But that's not how you watch series. Because I'm from the 90s. Well, in the 80s too. But, like, I was, like, 1 and 2. But I'm from the 90s, okay? 90s. Back in the day, if a next season was out, we didn't have the luxury of being able to find out what happened last season. Like, there was always a recap. Yeah. You know what I mean? And granted, they do sometimes do reruns. However, reruns are always played during school.
True.
So, I went into this like I was in the 90s.
And we educated.
Okay. But no, so like, you know, going into it, thinking about the brother, Norm, I'm all like, man, he could be set up as such a complex character because he obviously has his own crew now. He technically has his own people. Like, so he's like a whole nother faction. You have the Vault factions, and there's different Vault factions, but they're Vault people nonetheless. Now you have Norm's people, who is outside of the Vault and probably going to revolt in the next couple episodes. And then you have the Brotherhood, which wants to fight with the Commonwealth. And then, of course, you have our main characters, Lucy and Ghoul, going after Hank McLean, the overseer, you know, in Las Vegas.
Who is doing something?
He's doing something with the little controlling thing.
Yeah, trying to control people.
And everybody's heads keep popping off. And then the most recent group of people that, well, actually, there's two types of people that were introduced. One is the one that was in the white, the one that Lucy and Lucy saved, but Ghoul killed the other guy, and that's where the Scorpions were. Yeah. He said, we don't help the people that dress like that. Yeah. That's what he said. And I was like, I don't know what those people are. That's a new faction. Second group of people that I don't know of is where the girl said, or the woman says, be careful. You might be essayed by any random people. And all of a sudden there's this huge, like, it looks like a wolf tribe of guys. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Roman
I don't know, they're on the
faction?
Mountains. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, because they're all like dressed up in like Roman attire. Oh, like sentinels and whatnot. But they use German phrases for themselves. And so when the guy talks about himself, he's like, I'm the he's not a Führer.
I don't know. They haven't spoken yet.
Oh, you're not there.
They've only caught her.
Yeah. Oh, in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then the woman in the white gown disappears.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I spoiled something else from episode 3.
He just keeps spoiling.
Look, to me, they start blending in together. I don't know. Well, you find out.
I don't know, because he watched this a long time ago. I watched it yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday, as in, what's today? Yesterday. So today's Thursday.
Is the day after tomorrow.
So Wednesday, a January Wednesday. Anyway, yeah. So I was just like, okay, now we have more factions. I was like, my goodness, there's going to be so much more characters that's going to be introduced, and it's reminding me of The Walking Dead a little bit as far as the factions goes. Because if Walking Dead, if you guys remember that, there was, of course,
everybody and their mama,
Rick Grimes, you know. Rick Grimes is walking through the hospital, don't dead, open inside. You remember all that stuff? And, and then you see Morgan, and then after that, then you go to where his colleague was, his deputy was, and that's where he finds his wife. And then after that, you have Woodbury, and then after Woodbury, you have the jail. All these places that have different factions of people all exist. And then, you know, later on in the series of Walking Dead, you have the Whisperers and the people, what are the people that Negan, what were they called? I forgot Negan's people, but yeah, his character, like there are so many different characters. So now we only had, for the first season, we only had like 3 factions. It was the Commonwealth, the Brotherhood, and the Vault. That's it. And then that's like going into it, right? And then later on, you learn that there's a whole like society outside of humans, you know, humans. And if you're a ghoul, I guess, you know, you don't tell anybody, you know, you're like, and then of course, there's more zombie like people or ghouls that lost their mind, right? Yeah. So, because I was just like, who are these knights killing?
Yeah, I think it's because that's why like the main ghoul, he takes that drug.
His inhaler.
It keeps him from fully ghouling out. I think. I want to say that's why he's still sane.
Was there
By the way, I hate his wife. His wife is actually a horrible person.
Barb? Yeah.
His wife, she like, well, why don't we just blow up everybody?
Yeah.
And then blame the Russians for it. Like,
it's insane.
Okay, you're actually, why don't you just blow up the Russians if you're so scared of the Russians? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, that logic doesn't make any sense to me.
I was just, how do you have a child and say stuff like that? That's crazy to me. And then she says to her husband, like, you know, I only care about the people I love. That's you and I forgot the daughter's name and so, you know. And I'm like, that's messed up, dog. Like, what about your parents? They're not alive? What about his parents? You know what I mean?
Probably did too.
You know, just, we don't know. What about their siblings? We don't know. And so I'm just like, man, I don't know if I could do that. However, like, I feel like she could have probably talked to Cooper about it, or Ghoul, but we don't know yet. Because something happened to where he's separated from the family. And Hank, for some reason, knows, and he's not telling him. And I was like, what? Why is telling him such a bad idea? I think that...
Well, my guess is that Barbara, right? That's her name? The wife?
Barb, yeah.
And the daughter are probably in cryostasis, right?
Oh, that's true.
And he chose not to be in cryostasis because he was very much against the whole, you know, nuking the United States.
Yeah.
But, and so I wonder what he wants to do when he finds them. I mean, specifically his wife. Does he want to kill his wife?
I don't know, maybe turn her into a ghoul.
That'd be crazy. That
would be. But then, I mean, what with the daughter? The daughter's probably, well, if they went into cryostasis, she'd probably be the same age as when, you know, everything went down, right?
Yeah, she wouldn't have aged anything.
Yeah, because the dad is 200 years old plus whatever he was when you know, it happened. And so, you know, thinking about it, I'm just like, geez, a lot of things going on. It's funny too, because remember in episode 2, you see Cooper's trying to leave with his daughter. You know, Ghoul's trying to leave with his daughter, and then you hear the siren.
Yeah,
and then everything like started tripping out. You know, he started running, and you know, and then he's like, it's just a drill, and they're all like, run. And I was just like, it's funny that they're not listening to him, being as there's a big old billboard at the top of the street with his face on it.
Yeah.
It's just a test.
I mean, when panic sneaks in, you can't really help that anymore.
True, very true.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the rest of the episodes. How many episodes are there? 8?
Probably 8.
Yeah, it usually is about that many, right? We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it doesn't annoy me. Hopefully, I enjoy it. Like the first season, I enjoyed, but it had the similar problems, right? And I think it's just that genre of film always kind of gets under my skin, and I'm just like, why are people like this,
right?
You know, and so it's just something that is a bother of mine. But if you're entertaining enough, I'll bite my tongue and watch it. But yeah, usually my wife has to be the one that says, let's watch this, and I'm like, okay, let's watch. And then I watch it, I'm like, that was good, is there another episode? But yeah, hopefully we get more answers.
Yeah, no, I think so far these first 2 episodes was pretty good. There are like a lot of parts where I'm just like, like the part where she's talking to the girl in the white, and then, you know, she ends up on her own, and she's like, oops. And I was like, why did you think? I was like, what?
That's
what
I'm
did you
saying.
Think? I was like, look at what Ghoul's doing. Ghoul isn't that isn't a product of him being a ghoul. That's a product of him living out there. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't trust anybody.
I mean, granted, his view of life is jaded as none other. But you got to have a little common sense. You've been out on like, you know, on top of the terrain, not underground, for a while now.
Right.
You see how people are. Like, literally, one of your first experiences is people trying to screw you over right off the bat.
100%.
You should kind of, like, there has to be a level of that where your naiveness is gone. And you're like, okay, I have to be more practical, that people aren't always good or nice, and be more cautious about it. Absolutely. But she's always like, oh, we got to help them. I mean, she stabbed, what's his face? Or she gave the medication to the gown woman. Yeah. Right? The white gown woman, then over the ghoul. He's like, you'll live. And I'm like, yo. It's crazy how savage you are towards the ghoul, but like everybody else, you're like, oh no, I choose them over the ghoul, even though the ghoul is literally saving your life on the every turn.
Yeah.
And he's the one you keep screwing over.
I was like, why? I was just like, why did you do that to him? I was like, if you consider yourself nice and you just did that to your boy, yeah. That's wild right there. I was like, I don't believe you.
Your one and only ally at this moment.
Tisk.
But I don't know. Hopefully the rest of the episodes are really good. I mean, I already know what episode 3 is, and I think I know what episode 4 is. So you kind of know what episode 3 and 4 are as well.
I know as much as you all know, because I'm about to go watch 3 and 4 later tonight.
But yeah.
No, I mean, did you have anything negative? I think for me, I think the only thing negative was I don't know. I don't really have negative. I do have something that I think I noticed is that one of the Brotherhood leaders was a Samoan lady.
Yeah.
I think I was like, oh, that's cool. We got some Polynesians in here. Cool. I don't know if she is though. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be a completely different ethnicity. But I was just like, I never thought there'd be any on the mainland in this film at that time frame.
She might have been from Las Vegas.
Might have been, dude. Might have been. I didn't even think of that. Yo, hey, if anybody knows her, sis, let me know. I want to be on the show too. Let me be Brotherhood. let me be under your tutelage. Wait, no. So it was funny too. Like, there's like, brothers from Coronado. What was that? There's 2 other rivers. It was based off of rivers. Coronado. What's the other 2? What is the other 2? I forgot. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Each leader has a different zone that they protect. Yeah, and then Coronado was one. The guy I believe who protects Coronado, he was in Mortal Kombat, the movie 2. He was
the original Mortal
Shao
Kombat?
Kahn 2.
But the original Mortal Kombat from like the 90s?
Yeah, with the Liu Kang, with that guy from the second movie. And I was like, yo, that's Shao Kahn. I was like, he's the dude that turned into the 3-headed Hydra when he went up against Liu Kang's dragon form. And I'm saying, I was just like, oh snap, he's still up in the video game world. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
Mega typecast, but he's one of the coolest villains, or at least villain type characters or actors that I think he would be great in any of the Marvel series. You know, going forward, or Marvel movies. He should get his own. He should be somebody. I think he would have made a good villain, or maybe even a superhero. Who knows? You know. But did you have anything?
No, other than whatever I expressed. Not really.
Not really, huh? Yeah, so far only 2 episodes. Can't really say much about it.
Yeah.
But I do know that
I feel bad for the mice.
Oh my gosh, the mice! Oh, I was gonna feel bad for that one guy that Hank was talking to.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "It seems you have a family." He's like, "Yeah, you have a family, a wife and a daughter." He's like, "Yeah," and then he's all like, "But you only bought a ticket for one," and then he's all like, "Well, it's expensive," and then Hank's like, "Family's kind of important." Boom, and I was just like, I don't know if that was supposed to be some kind of like saving grace for Hank, but that dude, I almost felt bad for the dude because he got his hand stuck in a thing, and then I was just like, oh no, and then he's like, well, it's expensive. I was like, well, if something happens, I was like, oh,
how quickly I'll let fate
handle it.
I feel worse for the mice.
I was about to give my thoughts and prayers, but
That's crazy.
It's messed up, dude. You're like Barb.
True. Yeah, no lie.
Nah. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode. Follow us on IG, Facebook, X, and TikTok. You can catch all of our video content here on YouTube. Please leave a review as it will help our podcast grow. And join our community on Discord. Thanks for hanging out with us. And don't forget to turn it to 11.